Baramulla, the whole point was I didn't want to make a palette film. I didn't want to stay with the same, and I got so much of resistance from left, right, everywhere till the day I released it. I think after the first day, after the release on 7th, I think by night everybody understood, and I think everybody in the team started saying, I got calls saying that Zamle, I'm so sorry, you were right. One response I got, which just destroyed me in that phase of struggle, was like somebody said to me when the making was, I'm definitely not disclosing the name, but somebody told me that, yaar, is picture mein plot hai hi kya hai? And my answer to that was, if in Baramulla there is no plot, then there is no plot in any film that Indian film industry does ever. And I was so committed to that statement. You know, if there is no plot in Baramulla, then there is no plot anywhere. Then the word plot doesn't mean anything. You know, a lot of team members, HODs getting changed because certain things were not working out. Music was a heavy issue that time. We had to change a lot of composers. So with a film like this, when the response is coming, the same thing happened during Article 370. Everybody told me that political thriller. I still remember when Aditya and me for the first time discussed it, and Aditya just asked me like, "You're sure, right? Because it's legal stuff. It's not actually like a bomb getting, you know, or destroying a particular terrorist activity on it.
Yeah.
It's genuinely a legal stuff. It's on a paper. How can you make a Bollywood film on it?" Vicky Kaushal is like one of the best actors I've seen in the industry. I genuinely feel I want to work with him, and I want to get something out and very different. I want to work on something very different with Vicky Kaushal, with Ranbir Kapoor also. I think I've just loved the variation in these actors ना. एक जगह पे आप बर्फी कर रहे हो, एक जगह पे आप एनिमल कर रहे हो. Same बंदे ने कभी रॉकेट सिंग किया था. I mean, of course, in the south, तो I have a different मतलब adrenaline rush when I look at Allu Arjun, when I look at Junior NTR, and you know, Mohanlal sir. And I was fortunate to meet Mohanlal sir during one of my national award ceremonies. So वो अलग ही बात है, you know, Amitabh sir, you know, in lifetime, one time I do definitely want to direct that legend at some point.
Hi, this is Jaya and you're watching me on Galata India. Today in this episode of Director's Cut, we have none other, very creative, very talented, presenting Aditya Suhas Jamwale.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm good.
How is the feeling?
The feeling is overwhelming.
Yeah.
I think the response is great.
Yeah.
Getting so many messages that, you know, I feel it hard to really respond to each and every one. It's coming from all across the country, across the world.
Right.
I think it's like, it's redemption, I think, for me. I've struggled on this film for almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
Fighting each and every person till the date of release. So I think it's a great feeling altogether.
Should I start with some of the messages which you have got? I don't think so you have seen those messages, but I have got for you, especially horror genre based in Kashmir. That's something refreshing, and this doesn't look like some jump scare or horror comedy shifts we are getting from Bollywood, and this is amazing that someone come up with this story.
I genuinely feel grateful for the audience which has recognized what different I wanted to do. This whole amalgamation of different genres was something that everybody told me is not going to work.
Yeah.
Everybody had doubts since the day one, since the day I wrote the script. Everybody was little skeptical about it, and I kept telling that audience is intelligent enough to recognize it and like it and appreciate it at the same time.
Right.
So I think this kind of a review does, you know,
Right.
complete the circle.
Guys, I don't want to spoil anything, but this is literally a masterpiece. You'll cry at the climax. It's a must watch.
I think this is another closure, because when I started writing the film, I had decided to make a horror film that actually can scare you in pieces because of the dread. And once you finish the film, can I make you cry and can I make you emotional? Was the whole reason and the dream that I set out when I started writing it. So I think again, it's a closure.
Wow. Seeing the thumbnail, I thought that it will be a typical socio-political crime drama, but it turns out to be supernatural horror film. आदित्य धर associated है तो उम्मीद है कि कुछ अच्छी ही होगी.
Yeah, I can get that. I mean, because we have given great films to with I mean the Article 370 of course.
Yeah.
उसके बाद जब ऐसी फिल्म आ जाती है जो कश्मीर पे है लेकिन फिर भी अलग है,
right.
सेम नहीं है जो आर्टिकल 370 में था, which is I think great. I mean, it's a great I think I got an amazing backing from the producers. I had amazing writing team with Monal Thakur in it, doing the screenwriting with me. Aditya had certain inputs during the story, and I think it's a great feeling.
Right. The last one I will read it for you. That's how it is to cut a trailer brilliant. Best part that it doesn't disclose anything about the story. Otherwise, trailer shows more story than whatever the movie actually has.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree कि हमारे यहाँ पे trailers ऐसे बनते हैं कि पूरी
Yes,
story दिखा दो.
yes.
It was a very calculated idea not to reveal much, just to keep the audience intrigued, and I think that has worked in our advantage.
Right, right. But you know, behind the action, behind the horror, एक emotional energy भी देखी हमें पूरी movie में, ठीक है? How did you thought to bring it in the movie कि ये सारी चीज़ को हम balance कर कर रखेंगे?
आई थिंक मुझे लगता है कि किसी भी फिल्म में इमोशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ही है. वो बेसिकली प्रिंसिपल सोल और बैकबोन होता है फिल्म का. आप कोई भी जॉनर कर लो, वेदर इट इज अ एक्शन, वेदर इट इज अ ड्रामा, वेदर इट इज हॉरर, इफ द फिल्म डजंट हैव इमोशन, इट्स कनेक्शन इज गोइंग टू बी सुपरफिशियल. You can, then it is set pieces after set pieces. It's not technically a story which can connect to you. And the idea always was, can the story or the film remain relevant, remain impactful after its release, after a long time after its release? Can I create a legacy with a film? Can I set a trend with a film? And I think because films to bahut aati hain, whenever film comes, hardly you feel that, you know, I've watched the film yesterday but I do feel today, tomorrow, even after a few months, even after an year, I feel I remember that film, you know, that was great, it just moved me. And I think the responses that we are getting right now are very, people are really finishing the film and calling or texting or tagging, literally. Like they have just finished the film at this moment, and they want the director's number or probably the handle on Instagram, and they are just saying, I just finished the film. Every text and response that I'm getting is, I just finished the film, which means that he's just texting it after the film is over. And the same guy, probably after 3-4 days time, he's saying that I've still not been able to forget it.
But getting such responses, getting such messages that people have really watched it and not a fake one. No, what does that feel? You know, it feels good, right? तब कि यार चलो अब मैंने एक set कर दिया है benchmark और लोगों को पहुंच चुके लोगों तक. How does that feel?
I genuinely, I come from Goa.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm an engineer by degree.
Yeah.
I've never assisted anybody. I've never been on a set of a film which is not mine as a director. So since then, my whole journey, my only point was, if I'm making a film, can I create an impact that will stay with you forever, no matter what? The day I don't do that, the day I don't feel energized enough to tell a story, I'm going to go back to Goa. I'm going to be in my cashew farms and probably be a farmer. The only reason why I'm in this city is because I'm chasing something extraordinary. Something that only and only I feel I can do. I can, invent it or revolutionize it. And I try to put those things which I really get frustrated when I watch films. You know, because it's always about, sometimes willpower से भी ज़्यादा important होता है want power. आप क्या नहीं करना चाहते, किससे आपको बहुत दर्द महसूस होता है, किससे आपको अच्छा नहीं लगता कि ये क्यों हो रहा है, इससे अच्छा तो ये होना चाहिए था, तो अगर इससे अच्छा तो ये होना चाहिए तो वो कर लो आप. So I think my intention is to just proactively do what I want to do by knowing what I don't want to do, genuinely. So with a film like this, when the response is coming, the same thing happened during Article 370. Everybody told me that political thriller. I still remember when Aditya and me for the first time discussed it, and Aditya just asked me like, "You're sure, right? Because it's legal stuff. It's not actually like a bomb getting, or destroying a particular terrorist activity or anything. It's genuinely a legal stuff. It's on a paper. How can you make a Bollywood film on it?" And my answer was, that's the exact reason I want to do it, because everybody's thinking it's not possible. So because if you then are doing it with conviction and you're able to, again there I would like to mention my writing co-writer in Article 370 also, Monal Thakur, because we always have this one ideology which is, or I would say a creative wavelength with which we want to enter. We don't want to do films that don't matter. We want to do films that do matter. Even if we tomorrow do a rom-com, then it has to be something that is epic. It should it should, for the next 10 years, 2 decades at least, it should be like, aisa rom-com nahi dekha. This has changed me somehow. Even if it's a rom-com. So unless and until that is there, there's no point in making a film. I think with Baramulla, the whole point was, I didn't want to make a palette film. I didn't want to stay with the same, and I got so much of resistance from left, right, everywhere, till the day I released it. I think after the first day, after the release on 7th, I think by night everybody understood, and I think everybody in the team started saying, I got calls saying that, Zamle, I'm so sorry, you were right. For me that was like, of course they did it, whatever resistance was there, that was for the betterment of the film. But it was trying to play safe. You know, it was trying to say, oh, why do you mix these two genres? People are going to go. One response I got, which just destroyed me in that phase of struggle, was like somebody said to me when the making was. I'm definitely not disclosing the name, but somebody told me that, yaar, is picture mein plot hai hi kya yaar? And my answer to that was, if in Baramulla there is no plot, then there is no plot in any film that Indian film industry does ever. And I was so committed to that statement. You know, if there is no plot in Baramulla, then there is no plot anywhere. Then the word plot doesn't mean anything. Baramulla is a film that I tried to do, which you will not get everything in the first go. If you watch it again, you will see much more layering. You will understand those. I'm seeing right now there are theories being posted on YouTube where people are like, things that you didn't catch in the film, you know, small details that you missed. I love that, because then the audience is part of the craft.
I saw one of the posts, things you'll get to know from Baramulla.
Yeah.
Things you're gonna learn from Baramulla. It's a fear, it's integrity, it's everything. I saw many posts on Baramulla.
Because then they also feel like it is their film. The best film you can do is after audience watches it, they are doing a marketing of that film with no money.
True.
We are not putting anything, and people are going crazy. People are telling everybody you have to watch the film. They are telling their friends. They're putting up the stories. They are, you know, trying to make videos literally. आपने अगर नहीं देखा है तो देखो with intensity. ऐसा तो आप किसी मार्केटिंग कैंपेन में भी नहीं कर पाओगे. ये जब होता है तो उससे अच्छा, आई थिंक इट्स अ ड्रीम कमिंग ट्रू लिटरली फॉर मी.
यस एब्सोल्युटली. बट वाज दिस अ रीजन कि नहीं हम इसको बड़े पर्दे पे नहीं डालते हैं, नेटफ्लिक्स पर डालते हैं?
I would say when it comes to theatrical, I do agree that there are a lot of calculations that the studios have to do, which I don't blame them for. But as a filmmaker, always we are doing it for bigger theater. If you look at the way Arnold Fernandez has shot it, if you look at the way the entire team has shot it in 23 days in minus 18 degree, the first shot that you see, I was not even allowed to take that shot. 7 people in my crew, my DOP, me, gaffer, and actor who is a child artist. We went on that location without even telling. Just we had the rigs. हमने खुद Jimmy Jib वगैरह लेके हम खुद लेके गए थे. There was no spot boy or anything because the production said that it's going to be so tough to shoot there. We can't take the generator there. And we were like, production told me literally, I remember saying that आप यहाँ पे hotel के side में कर लो, try करके. Because production की वो, I don't blame them because there are so much toughness ना. They're also trying to go for safety and rest of the things. But as a filmmaker, you just can't lose it. My reference was something like Revenant. And me and Arnold were like, नहीं करना पड़ेगा. And we just left. We started trekking. After an hour, we reached the top. And the first shot you see, where you see the Baramulla and you see the valley. That is being taken by 7-8 people, and then we came down and we said we have got this, and we shared it with the people, the producers, and they went crazy. So of course I was screamed at after that, like, how the hell did you do it, and why did you go without telling, and all that. I was like, everything is for the film. At the end, I'm going to do it what it deserves. Yeah, I'm going to take the risk.
No matter what.
No matter what.
But it was I was coming back to your question that this was the reason कि कोई अगर शायद नहीं ready था theater के लिए, so let's.
हाँ, so coming, I'm so sorry I digressed from that. But I think it yes, people. I was always confident. Right from day one, I was always confident that if the film releases in the theater, it would work.
True.
But having said that, there are so many other calculations that a studio or the production has to go through. Marketing costs, the competitions that are aligned left and right before and after the release, finding the right window. So I think for that matter, it went into a point where we probably will have a theatrical release because and I also feel superstitiously, I feel every project has a destiny. Sometimes it's written, like okay, the film is going to, because after Article 370 I've tasted the box office success. So for me it's like I've seen how that works, how the adrenaline rush is there and all. With an OTT is a little different ball game altogether.
You'll get it very
slow and it's build up, it's word of mouth. But again, the advantage I also feel I would like to mention. So it was a very, I don't want to go there because it's a calculated call that they had to take. I don't blame anybody. They deserve it. They have the rights to take the right decision for the film. But yeah, I do believe that it was made for theaters. But I definitely would like to say that Netflix is a better platform नहीं होता after what has happened. I think we are reaching to 190 countries. Amit, Ruchika from Netflix team, they love it personally. ये बहुत कम बार होता है. Acquisitions होती रहती हैं. But I don't ever see people who take the acquisitions and take it on the platforms, make it a Netflix original, and they love the craft so much that they have connection with it. They're proud about it. They tell everybody, no, we have done this film and this is great and we're really proud of this craft. I saw that happen in Netflix a lot, even before the release and even after the release. I think so. I genuinely believe that is a very good thing. We are getting response from Canada se leke, Europe se leke, everywhere. And I think that is happening because of the class that Netflix has set.
Yeah, absolutely. But Article 370 से हम पहले ही इसको हमने पहले ही शॉट कर लिया था. बट हमने आर्टिकल 370 को पहले रिलीज किया. What was the reason?
So the thing was, बारामूला शूट हुई, ख़त्म हुई और 23 दिन का जो हेवॉक था वो मेरा ख़त्म हो गया. मैं गोवा चला गया. तभी my daughter had just born and I didn't have any time to spend with her, so I took like a 7-8 days gap. And then I got a call saying that there is this investigative journalist and there are a lot of papers and research that is there on Article 370. And we think that you will be able to, there's no story or anything, but this is a project that we need to probably dive in if you are interested. And I told Aditya that first let's go and meet and let's understand what is on the table. And what we realized is it's a theatrical 100%. It has a release window that probably we could see if it is releasing before this and this time, probably in February, it will be great. So वहाँ से it became a huge project almost. वहाँ पे भी यही था कि टाइम नहीं था, स्क्रिप्ट नहीं थी, स्क्रिप्ट भी बनानी थी, पैरेलली कास्टिंग भी चालू करना था बिफोर द स्क्रिप्ट ऑलमोस्ट, नोइंग दैट व्हाट आर द कैरेक्टर्स, और उस पिक्चर को शूट करके उसको पोस्ट खत्म करके उसको एक विंडो में रिलीज करना था ताकि हमें बाकी फिल्मों के साथ कॉम्पीट ना करना पड़े, वी गेट अ गुड रन. तो वहाँ पे ऑटोमेटिकली बारामूला वेंट ऑन अ बैक बेंच बिकॉज द डायरेक्टर इज heavily engrossed in another film. So a lot of my crew members, a lot of my team members felt that is it that Zamble has abandoned his own film? And I used to tell them no, it's not. It's like my baby. I'm going to come out. Don't worry. तो release के बाद जब time ठीक से चलने लगा, we resumed Baramulla's process properly. And then that's how we completed. And it went through a lot of, because of that, I think Baramulla went through a lot of struggle. A lot of team members, HODs getting changed because certain things were not working out. Music was a heavy issue that time. We had to change a lot of composers. Later on, of course, we found the amazing combo of Shore Police and Clinton and Bianca and Siddhant Kaushal's team. So I think that just, at the end, everybody who was right for the film, they just came. I think God somewhere had decided, ये मैं दे दूंगा उसको last minute पे.
But थोड़ी struggle चलेगी इस पे.
इस पे struggle चलेगी, लेकिन last
Good
में
things
आपको
take time.
Take time. I think it takes time.
It was the whole situation there.
But it was worth it.
Yeah. But we saw the film Supernaturals के काफी use हुए हैं आसपास. But how do you see that? Do you believe in energies?
Yeah, I do, because I come from Goa, so a lot of people think that Goa की एक अलग image बनी हुई है. A lot of people think Goa is about beach and party and cafes and clubs. I come from a place in Goa which is called Ponda. My village is called Usgaon, where there is so much of culturally rich mythical things across me. I've grown up in that in my childhood also. So if you see something like Kantara, that world is pretty much there in Goa a lot. It's very much evident in the Konkan belt overall, and in Goa specifically, I would say things which are even more heavy and cult and mythical and culturally rich are present in Goa. So I think I always feel, I do believe in the energies. I see it's like, if good is there, then there has to be evil. If it's like a simple law, there are certain things that you can't explain. But I also feel horror is in knowing that it exists, not in actually watching it, which I felt was my line of thinking in Baramulla. I said, if I show you the ghost, it's done. But if I tell you that the ghost exists and you just know that it exists, now you are having your own imagination. Now it becomes suddenly the ghost can actually trigger your vulnerability. What are your demons? Your guilt, your things. Those are automatically going to get, and that is something that will stay with you. If I show you a Valak and say this is how the ghost looks and this is how probably this is a creature, चुड़ैल, whatever it is, आपने देख लिया ना, तो बात तो खत्म हो गई. आपको तो पता है कैसे दिख रही है, लेकिन आपको नहीं पता. मैं टहनी के ऊपर मैं बताऊं, इस पेड़ को देखते रहो 2 मिनट के बाद आपको खुद ब खुद you will start imagining stuff. I think that is the real horror. Because that was my goal. And yes, it did come from the place where I have stayed. I always believed in it, because if I don't believe in it, I'll not be able to create it. I genuinely believe there are things in the world that you can't really explain. You call it ghost, you call it energy, somebody interprets it as paranormal, somebody, different words, different nomenclature.
yeah,
but I
yeah.
think there is something that you can't explain every time.
Absolutely. But how do you true to your craft? How do you make sure कि क्योंकि आर्टिकल 370 भी था, उसके बाद बारामुल्ला भी था, कि इसमें कोई पॉलिटिकल एंगल ना दिखे या पॉलिटिकल ड्रामाज ना बीच में आए? हाउ डू यू मेक श्योर कि ये सब चीज़ें ना दिखे ऑडियंस को?
I think now thinking about it in the hindsight and looking back at it, I feel it's a USP that I have. I think when it comes to sensitivity, when it comes to balancing, when it comes to complexity, I feel I'm the guy who can do it. I genuinely have that confidence that I can. That same thing happened during Article 370.
Yeah.
It was legal, it was complex. People said it's information.
People said that it was during election. That's
Yeah,
why, that's
it's a
the reason.
propaganda. It's
Yeah,
going to be probably
yeah,
having.
yeah.
So I feel being an engineer somewhere, I think my DNA has that. As an engineer DNA, I would say we always are fond of taking a complex problem, sorting it out, and making it simpler for the consumer, right? Somewhere I think that engineering residue does have an impact when it comes to my creative field also, because the whole plan is to make it simple for you, keep the right balance, and not cross that line. If the grays are there, then say it they are gray. They don't say it is a black or a white.
True.
And then things will probably be right. So when it comes to Article 370, the same thing happened. During the trailer was launched, people said it is going to be a propaganda. Moment the same people watched the film, they said it's not a propaganda. They started talking about the craft.
Yeah.
In Baramulla, it was more emotional sensitivity.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
it was more personal. Then I was always sure that, you know, I'll handle it with a way where, you know, people are going to get and appreciate the craft, and the politics is not going to really overshadow everything.
Exactly,
And you're just talking and debating about the politics alone. Still, there will be pockets who will do that, no doubt. But that we can't avoid. Out of 100 people, there will be 10 or 5 people who will still see the wrong things or in a wrong lens. But I'm looking at the rest of the 90 people, which is the majority, which are driving the force right now. That is an optimistic view to it.
That's great. But Manav Kaul was from Baramulla only.
Yeah.
Did that influence him in the movie? कुछ दिखा उनका अलग पार्ट एक अलग प्यार देखा उनका उस
हाँ, of course, he is somebody who, even Bhasha Sumli is from Baramulla. Actually, her ancestral village is, I think, Sumli, which is actually in Baramulla. That's why I think Sumbal, if I'm not mistaken, it's Sumbal गाँव है, इसीलिए वो Sumli है, you know. So both my actors were from Baramulla. I had more few actors also who had come, like even the cast में भी और भी थोड़े actors थे जो बारामुल्ला से थे. But I think it does help because they have a chemistry with the place, and it also has been part of their memory in some way. Sometimes it is subconscious memory, sometimes it is direct memory. So when you deal with actors and you talk about cultural small things, they have a different affection to put it on screen, and for that I don't really have to work. I don't really have to explain and, you know, force it on them. They just know it.
Right.
So my job becomes very easy, and I just have to say this is what it is, and they will do the rest of it. And with both the actors, I think that was easy for me. With Manav is a very smart actor, I feel. Bhasha is such an intense actor. Both come from theatre. I come from theatre.
Yeah.
I think that was also a very good equation, because we coming from theatre, we have certain ways of interpreting things, dialogue modulation, things which are not really so evident in just a film actor. People who have a background of theatre will always have a better edge, better craft, better tools to work around. I think that was always easy for me then.
But for you, how does casting choices goes? Like, what comes in your mind when you choose your actors? Like, नहीं ऐसे लोगों को ही लेना है मुझे अपने फिल्म में, something like that. When it's Article 370, then also उसमें लंबे casts थे, काफ़ी अच्छे cast हैं, such layered actors in both the in Baramulla as well. If I see that such layered actors, they played such an amazing part. So what's your casting choices? How does that take place?
I think casting is, you know, when you write, basically you have to. Sometimes few writers don't require it. Few writers always feel they require. Like I'm a writer who always has to imagine a character in it. Even if I've said Ridwan Sayyad, I need to imagine somebody before his flow is being written. It helps because you can visualize it with a certain person in real, whom you know, or actor, I mean. So I feel when I had written it, I knew that the world is something that is new, and the genre is something that is completely like trying to invent itself. In that kind of a space, I need an actor. I don't need somebody who is not very well versed with the craft of acting. So I always imagined a Mano while writing it. Though I was not like sure whether that's the right cast later. Of course, he's a great
Right,
actor, but
right.
that's a decision that will come later when you start the pre-production. You'll start the casting process. So I think I wrote it with somebody in mind. That time it was Manu only. Then as we went ahead, it was greenlit. It was a huge process of casting. You know, there were a lot of names discussed. I was happy that it boiled down to the same name that I started with. You know, it literally boiled down to him, and I was like, shit, this is so crazy. This is
Yeah.
like, this is the reason it is happening probably because it was written with somebody.
Yeah.
जैसे हम कहते हैं किसी का ना किसी की तकदीर लिखी होती है.
लिखी
I think
होती
वो रिदवान की तकदीर लिखी गई थी कि वो मानव ही करेगा. Bhasha's thing was a very interesting journey. She came into the project as somebody else, and later on there were certain discrepancies with the casting. We were not able to find the right cast for you know, Gulnar because it's such a complex character. And I remember there was this time when everybody suddenly thought, what about Bhasha? And Bhasha didn't know that we are thinking of it, and you know, thinking of her. And later on, when everybody in the team, you know, Munal, me, Aditya, Lokesh, everybody thought, acha, this might be a good idea. We consulted Jyoti also from Jio, and Jyoti also liked it. She's like, okay, this is going to be interesting. She's somebody who has amazing craft, and maybe we can try this out. And once the decision was made, we called Bhasha. We said it was like a shocker because that time she had given dates to some other film, and the moment she got this role, I was so fortunate that she could drop rest of the projects and prioritize this. And very importantly, she also had just delivered a baby. I think 2 months or max. I think. So she was somebody who had gone through a lot of journey of herself.
Yeah.
She knew what motherhood is. Literally at that point, I felt that was a great thing. And my DOP, who usually DOPs are like, you know, we need actors in a certain way. They have certain
Thought process. Yeah.
especially. I was so fortunate that Arnold's viewpoint was so fresh. He was like, her eyes are so deep. And that was the line he said because she had just delivered a baby. Imagine her body going through so much.
So much, yeah.
She shed around 13 kg after that before the shoot. In like literally in weeks, like 1 or 2 weeks, she did a lot of workout. Manu did a lot of workout. He went through a lot of training, combat training and everything. So both these actors were trying to go through both the journeys of mental preparedness at the same time physical preparedness.
Yeah.
But I was so happy when people started, like Arnold, when he said, you know, her eyes are so deep, man. I mean, that's going to be so crazy for me to capture her in the camera. And I was so fortunate that, you know, sometimes DOPs are come like, Arey yaar, we should, how can we, you know, because there's always this one particular frame of mind that people have about an actress. She should dress in certain way, she should look in certain way. I think that was a good way to break that completely and, you know, come with a fresh perspective. So yeah, I mean, it was a great journey with both the actors.
In Baramulla, I can see, you know, every frame tells a story. हर एक frame को आपने काफ़ी तरीके से कह सकते हैं वो आर्ट डायरेक्टर जो होंगे उन्होंने सजाया हो या बहुत अच्छे तरीके से प्लानिंग किया है. I really want to ask which was one part which it was very difficult for you as a creative, you know, as a creative challenge आता है कभी-कभी set पे. तो वो कोई एक सीन है जो आपके लिए काफ़ी क्रिएटिव था और चैलेंजिंग भी था साथ.
I think the climax of the film. I don't want to give spoilers if people have not watched
Sorry,
it.
Yeah.
But I will still say the climax was most tough because I decided not to change when the two worlds collide or you know with each other, two different time zones collide. I didn't want to change the production design. Usually क्या होता है कि आप किसी memory में जाते हो, flashback में चले जाते हो, हम color tone change करते हैं, हम setting change करते हैं, हम walls का कलर चेंज करेंगे, प्रोडक्शन डिजाइन पूरा चेंज हो जाएगा. I wanted to go little deeper. I didn't want it to be a surface level change. I said that we are not going to change the production design. Everything is going to remain the same, and yet the two world needs to collide. So मैं सोफा यही देख रहा हूँ, मैं चीज़ें यही देख रहा हूँ, लेकिन फिर भी एक अलग टाइम. और I think I was also inspired by time travel. I was also inspired by this multiverse idea. I always believe there are multiverse. So I come from that space where, you know, Nolan tries to tweak the time domain so much.
At the end.
Exactly. So I said, if there is this, we don't need to change anything.
Yeah.
So now to do that kind of a climax, how do you shoot it? Even during the final day, we were trying to, you know, have a back and forth understanding what. And I would like to mention Sunil Khanpur, who was like the main Steadicam operator, who is like one of the finest in India. He came out with this short design and he said, you know what, look, Zamle, Ajil, let me show you something. And he showed some treatment and I was like, this is done. This is what we're going to do.
Great.
And I would also like to mention the most critical part in that climax, what actually directing and getting the emotions with the child artist.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to name, but it was so emotional. I remember we took it in 2 takes And with child actors, what happens is you have to narrate them, you know. You can't just say, ये ऐसा होता है, on करो camera, roll, action. Because they are child artists. They don't have the, they're not like, you know, adult actors, or, you know, they're not like people who have maturity in that sense.
Yeah.
So somewhere it was like I was narrating the horror or narrating the emotional complexity literally one after the other, and that child artist was giving it to me, and people were feeling that shit, this is so emotional. After the take, after I just said cut, I remember I looked around and I saw, you know, usually scripties are there at the Shogun trying to see if there was any technical fault or something. Nobody's there. Like there were 4 or 5 people on the floor, and nobody was there. And I was like, what happened? And I go out, there was a small gallery to the room.
Yeah.
Everybody was just crying. Like my scriptie Mohit had just collapsed on the floor. I was like, I can't watch it. I can't watch it again on the Shogun. It was so heart touching that I need some time. And we literally had to pause for like 5-10 minutes to resume again. I think that will always stay with me forever.
Yeah.
That is exactly how I had written it. And I remember when I wrote it also, I cried. When I wrote it literally. And I saw this is a circle completing itself.
Wow.
I think I'm so grateful for the crew and cast, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. वो दिख रहा है आपकी आँखों में. But before wrapping this, I really want to know your full day plan, your time. How does director operate? Because it's a director cut, and I really want to ask you how, when you start your day, what do you plan? How do you start your day? How are your process goes? Like you go through your script and dropping your career, filming. You know, you were engineer and then coming back to film process. How did that happen? Please explain us.
So I think I was in theatre a lot during my engineering days also. I worked in cybersecurity and IT domain for almost 2 years. So I had a cubicle job, literally. It was good. It was cybersecurity is always interesting. You know, you hack things. It's a very interesting domain to work with. But yes, during that time I was doing theatre a lot. So when I was doing theatre so much, influencing a lot of audiences and all, I did. You know, after my theatre journey was over, एक वो आ जाता ना आप में एक you feel exhausted because of the cubicle culture. You know, you feel like you are draining out yourself, and that dream I always had, you know, to make it big, probably into films or something. And but I never dared think about it in that sense. And one day I started. I remember there was a time when I was just watching these inspirational TEDx videos, only to just feel good. You know, just nothing else, just to feel good. You know, people are saying, "Oh, lights will never turn green for you," and you know, take inspiration. But I realized that there was a time when I was going to get increment of around 20%, and I was probably also going to have a chance to go to US because of the job.
Yeah.
I realized that is going to be over for me then, because once I take that, that's like an insurance, and then I'll never be able to probably take the jump or leap. And I was in the night shift. I typed the resignation. I put it without telling anybody, without telling my family or anybody. I said, this is it now. I have to go, because that time you have that taking factor, you know, because at that age you can always take a risk.
Yeah.
So I just said, I quit. I came out of the office, and then there was nothing. I just had jumped off the cliff. The only way you can survive is trying to see to it that you can land without dying or without breaking your leg, right? So there's no insurance. And I realized that's the right way to live. Why do we need insurance for everything? Because when you have an insurance of a plan, you will not push yourself for the main thing. You know, if you know, अच्छा मैं ये नहीं करूँगा तो मेरे पास job है, तो जो आप करोगे, you will not push yourself. It should be a do or die situation for you. So I wanted to delete that insurance completely. So once I deleted it, I came down to Mumbai. People told me that you need to assist, you need to become somebody's director's assistant. And I come from a background where I like to be the leader. I don't like to assist. I was like, I know, I've worked in the theatre for 10 years. I know writing, direction, acting, all. Why have to become an assistant? No, because that's how the industry works. Then I realized, okay, then it doesn't work for me. Then I went in 22 days, I went back to Goa. I decided I'm going to register a new company. I registered my own company. It was called Sri Malsa Productions, and we started producing short films, because that is what I realized I can do. I can probably produce a short film.
Right.
I did my first short film called Aba Ekthana, which is there on YouTube. It was a Marathi short. It got National Award for Best Direction, Golden Lotus. The next I did was called Kharvas, which was about stillbirth and you know, silent mothers.
Yes.
It got another national award.
Yeah.
2 national award के बाद मेरे को समझ आ गया कि मेरा path correct है.
Confidence built
Confidence build हो गया. You know, अकड़ थी. 100% I was very aggressive in my mindset. I never used to. Then third film, I realized I need to break the comfort zone. So when Cannes में चली गई थी Kharvas, तब I met this lady who had a story about her father, who was the last station master of Amritsar Junction Station in British India. So he had a story about the partition, what happened as a station master from station master's perspective. I genuinely felt it was like Schindler's List. So I told her that I'm going to, and she literally told me that I want to share the story. I was that time not so interested, but in Cannes it is so tough to, you know, have a dinner, have a lunch. It's so expensive. She just gave me a kind of a bait. I'm going to fund you for your, I'm going to offer you dinner in a nice cozy restaurant. I was like, okay, fine. एक डिनर तो छूट गया अपना. तो मैं चला गया उनके साथ. उन्होंने बता दी कहानी. मैंने बोला बढ़िया है. So I said I'm going to give you a short film because I want to lose the comfort zone of Marathi, establish myself as somebody who can adapt to other cultures.
Other culture as well.
And that's how I did Amritsar. It was a proper Punjabi shot, which is so away. I'm a guy who's coming from Goa. I shot it in Goa again. So all my 3 short films were shot in Goa. And then that film reached Aditya. Aditya liked it. Aditya said, I'm going to present it. Then Aditya called me to Mumbai. And at that time he was working on Ashwathama. So he had called me when Ronnie was doing it. And RSVP office, he called me. And there I went with thinking that, okay, this might be some directorial chance or something, I don't know. Because he just called me and I went. And then I realized, acha, he's trying to think about me as maybe
Assistant.
I mean something like that, probably an associate or a team member in direction unit. And I was like, wait, I need to, so like, you can take time, you can think. I said, I don't need time, I have 2 minutes and that decision is made. I'm not going to climb down the ladder anymore. I have been a director, I will be a director. I've got 2 nationals without asking anybody, without creating any lobby. I just went by myself and got 2 nationals from the president of this country. So I'm very clear, I will direct a film only. I can't assist anybody. I don't want to climb down that ladder. I've seen success that much. So Aditya was like, oh. So I said, so now I have to leave. So I went back again to Goa. After 2 months, Aditya calls me back again saying that I think I have something for you. I want to really work with you as the director. I said, then now we are talking.
Yeah.
You know, and I was so generous. He understood where I'm coming from. A lot of people don't like that, you know, somebody not assisting and getting into the industry. But I was like, you know, everybody has their own rules. I'm going to follow my own path. I'm going to follow my own rule. And he was gracious enough and understanding enough to understand it is not arrogance, it is self-confidence.
True.
You know. And then Aditya offered me films. I remember he offered me a film which was a rom-com. I told him I don't want to do a rom-com only because I felt that story would have not been doing justice with the craft that I can bring on table. So I told him, you know, let's move. And then of course one thing led to another. So that was like my रास्ते खुल गए पता चला क्या है क्या नहीं है. And other thing about my daily routine that you're asking about, if you ask me about the shoot, I'm a very chilled out guy. I come from Goa. So we have this term called Sushagad, you know, we don't think much. Right now also people, you know, this whole industry or the machinery in which the industry or the system in which the industry works, it's always like, you know, you've made an Article 370, then people are going to forget if you don't sign another film, if you don't announce another film in so much time. मेरा थिंकिंग थोड़ा अलग है और मैं अपने थिंकिंग में ही दायरे में ही रहना चाहता हूँ. मेरा थिंकिंग इतना अच्छा कुछ काम नहीं हो रहा है. You know what I mean to say?
Got it.
It's not like we are doing like amazing path-breaking films every week.
True.
तो अच्छा काम तो रहेगा. If I'm doing great and I know what I have in my bag, and if I know I have gold in my bag, and you don't have it, then it's better I don't rush into anything. That is typical Goan thinking. I know I have gold. I'm going to put it when I need it, and you will still come, no matter what. So I think I listen to these things and they just leave me. From the other ear, I just leave those thoughts. I don't get panicked in those moments where अच्छा आप नहीं करोगे तो आपका नाम नहीं रहेगा. आप all these things, you know what I mean? These things are आपके पास क्राफ्ट होगा तो इसकी जरूरत नहीं होती, वो हो जाता है genuinely. And to do a film just for the sake of doing a film, what's the purpose? अगर फिल्म में जैसे अभी बारामुल्ला में हुआ, जैसे आर्टिकल 370 में हुआ, anybody anywhere I go across the country, people have either seen the film or they know about the film. I always wanted to do film that matters. I think, and I'm so happy that it happened with a Baramulla again, that people know. People are saying मैंने कल देखी, या फिर people मैं कल देखूंगा, but they know about the film. So it matters and it will stay with them. So I think मेरी दिनचर्या वगैरह कुछ नहीं होता, मैं chilled out होता हूँ.
When you go on set, time.
Set, if you ask me, ki, I usually sleep very less on the set. That's my problem. So that does. I get so energized with the adrenaline rush is so heavy that I always think about what is the next, how we are going to do it, what are we going to do. I'm very somebody who gets up in the morning, have a small rituals that I do where I kind of do a little bit of meditation during the because it keeps me calm, it keeps me composed.
Yeah.
And the day begins with discussing what is the next plan and just going for it. I like to control the set. I like to take the mic also from the chief AD and say some words which will either pump the entire crew or energize them in some way to create a history. If there are BTS videos that you see on Baramulla set, or 1,000 times I was saying we are going to do something that is going to be great. We are going to do something that is not. I don't like when people take references. इसकी तरह बनाते हैं, उसकी तरह बनाते हैं. मैं बहुत गुस्सा करता हूँ सेट पे अगर किसी ने मुझे कहा कि इस फिल्म की तरह बनाते हैं. मैंने कहा हम ही बनेंगे रेफरेंस. हाँ, आप वहाँ तक पहुँचते हो नहीं पहुँचते हो इज अ डिफरेंट आइडिया, बट यू शुड सेट फॉर दैट जर्नी. इफ यू स्टार्ट द डे सेइंग दैट मुझे यहाँ पहुँचना है, उसके ऊपर तो आप नहीं पहुँचोगे because that is your benchmark. So my whole point was always to set that benchmark for the crew because it is always tough shoot on a Baramulla kind of a thing, and it has led to a lot of heartbreaks. So it always ended with either me and my DOP Arnold and Monal Thakur, we really sitting not talking to each other and just almost like crying but not crying, knowing that we lost this, we lost that, this didn't go according to what we planned. There was a landslide, there was a snowstorm, there was a earthquake. And like, how do we reach the finish line in 23 days? That also happened. That is also part and parcel. But every time, as far as this film was concerned, because my daughter was born and I was not really with her, that time, the whole journey I just used to every day used to start with, when my daughter will grow up and I'll tell her I was not with you because I was shooting this film. And let's say she grows up and watches that film. There was only one horror which was going in my mind. She shouldn't say, "Ye bana diya aapne. Did you make this bad film? And that is the reason you kept me away and you went away." That fear was every day there. I think that drove me to do something that tomorrow she would grow and understand and probably like and say that I'm proud. So that was another deal. But yeah, that is like the overall day. By the time it reaches the end of it, it's always about what is the next. So
but is it chill one or the one who always in the pressure when you're in set, when you're on
I
set?
always will look. I used to tell previously when I used to dress like a Kashmiri. I used to always go in fairans on the shoot, even during 370. So I like to muddle in the local. I like to be part of the local Kashmiri. Wherever I'm shooting, I like to be that guy for them. But yes, a lot of people, I still remember, people think that I'm stressed or I look too serious on the set. And I always used to tell them, if I'm looking stressed now, if you feel that I'm looking like I'm too serious, then that is the right thing. Because everybody has their own pattern, Virat, I always use cricket metaphors. A Virat Kohli will play his way. He cannot be a Rahul Dravid for you. So my way is I'm going to be serious. If I don't like, I'm not going to unnecessarily try and tell the actor that, wow, it's great. We got a good take. Let's make it better. वो नहीं होता मेरे से. मेरे आँखों में दिख जाएगा कि what you have done. And I like that. I like because that drives. You should know that I'm not satisfied. You should know that I'm not satisfied with a particular thing. That will sell on their face. They will connect to the director and drive hard to make it happen. And the moment after that, when I smile and when I'm like, now I feel it. People, I don't need to say anything. People just come and say, Zamle, I understood. AJ, I understood. And now you're looking satisfied. Now I feel satisfied. That is what will drive films like Baramulla.
True.
You can't fake things and try and look like. I hear this a lot. Some directors are so composed and they are so happy and they're so happy-go-lucky. See, that is for certain. It's person to person. It should differ. I know my style is going to be my style. I'm not going to, because that is not my job. I am not here to follow a certain character as a director. My job is to know what is coming on the frame. If for that a particular director shouts, if for that a particular director shows the seriousness, it's his way. Do I charge up the audience and my crew? Yes, that matters. Because my job is to tell them that this is not the benchmark we have set. You might like this, but this is not it. And that happens from day one. From day one, I have to make them understand that we're not doing a film which is just think about Bollywood. Think about global. Think that, can we do some part where we can compete with a hereditary? Of course we can't because they're too good. But the idea has to be that, someday we will reach there. But the idea has to be, don't give stupid films as a reference and say that, you know, अच्छा है, ये तो अच्छा है ना, उससे तो better है. That cannot be the target, and that makes a lot of people think that I am very serious on set. You know, I don't smile a lot, and I am, you know, I don't always, you're a little scared and all. I say that this is now get used to it.
Right.
My job is to always say get used to it. No, after a few days you'll understand why I'm doing it, and then you do understand. So that is great.
That's nice, that's nice. But जैसे कि आपने बोला कि I have always kept myself in the first, कि नहीं अगर मुझे करना है तो as a lead ही करना है, otherwise I won't. But there are many people out there who wants to become a director, whose visions are very clear, but they can't because of some situations. उस situation में क्या करना चाहिए उन्हें?
उसका आंसर मैं ऐसे दूंगा कि देखिए, डायरेक्टर बनना ना, डायरेक्टर सिखा नहीं पाते. हम मैं जानता हूँ कि देयर आर लॉट ऑफ कोर्सेज एंड यू कैन डू द एजुकेशन, यू कैन टेक द एजुकेशन टू बिकम अ डायरेक्टर. सी, यू कैन टीच technicality, how the process work, how we have to structure it. But I genuinely don't feel I can make my son a director by teaching them how to direct. It's something that comes from top. I think it's there in your blood, or it's not there. So there is also a lot of misconception that people feel that everybody can direct. I can make you a director. I can give you that credit. I can make you, चलो आपने बना दिया, मैंने आपको घुमा फिरा के वहाँ पे पहुँचा दिया. But director बनना ये अपने आप में होता है. जिसको बनना है वो बन जाएगा. और दूसरी चीज़ जो आप कह रहे हो उसमें क्या हो रहा है ना, people are following a pattern. They are following a rule set right now. I will become a DA, I'll become an intern, then I'll become a second, then I'll become whatever third, then उसके बाद second, then probably I'll become an associate. Associate के बाद शायद मुझे पहली फिल्म मिलेगी. ये प्रोसेस में ना, आप अगर रियली रियली टैलेंटेड हो तो आप इस प्रोसेस में आपके करीबन 8 से 10 साल लूज करोगे. You're losing 10 years. By the time I've seen so many people who are in this circle, every time I meet them and ask them, what are you doing right now? No, I'm writing a script. I meet them 5 years later, they'll say the same thing, I'm writing my script. Because you get in the comfort zone later on. You almost realize, अच्छा मेरे को per month check तो आ रहा है. तो आपकी जो driving, it's again an insurance. The problem which I mentioned before, it becomes an insurance. So your step becomes your destination. And you forget that the destination was somewhere else. You probably had to rise there. But that takes a lot of risk. That takes a lot of. I've been screamed at upon. Everybody doubted me when my journey was going on. I literally turned down something like, you know, a project like Ashwathama that time, being just associated with it in some or the other way, which I don't even know what it was when I went to meet Aditya for the first time. So people are like, but you don't have work. You are not earning anything right now. So how can you do that? If you are getting something, just take it, no matter what. And the struggle is not in going out and, you know, meeting people and getting rejection or this thing. Struggle is आप घर आते हो ना वापस. घर आप अपना Facebook ओपन करते हो या देख रहे हो, आपके दोस्त ने गाड़ी खरीद ली है, आपके दोस्त ने बड़ा BHK 2 BHK का फ्लैट खरीद लिया है. वहाँ पे स्ट्रगल है, क्योंकि वहाँ पे आप कंपैरिजन करके ना इजीली कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ कर सकते हो. वहाँ पे आपको लगेगा छोड़ यार, मेरे को गाड़ी तो चाहिए, उसकी तो गाड़ी है, अब एक काम करता हूँ, ये कर लेता हूँ काम. तो हो गई ना बात, वहीं पे ख़त्म हो गई. आपने दिखा दिया आप कहाँ जा सकते हो वहीं पे. सो पीपल हु जेन्युइनली हैव टैलेंट नीड टू बी वेरी टाइम बाउंड. दे हैव टू फिगर आउट, मैं 3 साल ये करूँगा, 3 साल के बाद मुझे कितना भी बड़ा काम मिले, एज अ असिस्टेंट और एज अ DA, कितना भी पैसा मिले, मुझे मेरा ड्रीम चेस करना पड़ेगा. बिकॉज नोबडी इज वेटिंग देयर फॉर यू कि आई विल गिव यू अ चांस एंड यू विल बिकम अ डायरेक्टर. सो 90% or 95% they lose the track right in that journey itself.
Right.
So and today with the new invention of, you know, things like AI and so many other tools that are right now there, कोई भी कहाँ से भी फिल्म बना सकता है. You don't require anything.
True.
You know, I genuinely feel a film can be made anywhere. Like, you know, I grown up watching films like Sulaimani Keeda. उसका बजट निकाल के देखो. There is a film which is called Masan, which has Vicky Kaushal in it. Look at the budget of that film. Very small films, but they made it.
Yeah.
बिकॉज अगर आप फिल्म नहीं बनाओगे ना तो आप कुछ नहीं करोगे. मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि आप FTI से आए हो, NSD से आए हो, वो क्या करूँ मैं उसका, उस सर्टिफिकेट का. आपने क्या बनाया मैं जानना चाहता हूँ. तब जाके प्रोड्यूसर बोलेगा, क्योंकि प्रोड्यूसर इज ऑल्सो राइट नाउ बैंकिंग ऑन समबडी पुटिंग crores of money. So it also involves a lot of luck for you to get there. So when you are delaying your process, you are delaying something which also involves luck anyways at the end of the day.
Right.
So आप 10 साल बाद सोचोगे, हाँ अभी 10 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है, फिर भी वो कह सकते हैं हाँ बट तू ना एसोसिएट ठीक है यार, लेकिन डायरेक्टर नहीं होगा. यही प्रोड्यूसर बोलेगा 90%. तो आई थिंक दैट हैज टू बी टाइम ऑन. इट विल टेक रिस्क. यू हैव टू टेक रिस्क.
But any director you look up to or inspiration?
I think I look up to somebody like Nolan. I'm a big Christopher Nolan fan. I always watch his films in theater. usually first day first show. I also like David Fincher. I also love Aaron Sorkins as a writer come filmmaker also. And I'm in India, if you say yes, of course I do love Imtiaz Ali. Grown up, even Anurag Kashyap, you know, the back in the days when he used to do these films which are like Black Friday
Yes.
and you know, Gulal. I love that realism in his films. It has really shaped my viewpoints and world building and writing in different ways. But I don't like to say that I don't aspire to be of any of these. You know, never. Like, I don't try to think अच्छा मैं इनकी तरह अब फिल्म बनाऊंगा because उन्होंने बना दिया है. My job is to see inward and try and figure out what is the new style that I can give to the audience where my brand, you know, my filmmaking is getting explored. And I think that is always going to be. I don't like to say anybody कि मेरा ये destination है, इनकी तरह बनना चाहता हूँ. नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है मेरा. I always like to do what I want, and I want to make a statement. I don't want to just come do some films and go. Even if I make less films, it's fine, but I want to make a statement. जब आएगी फाड़ के आनी चाहिए, तब जाके मजा आएगा.
Right.
कोई ये नहीं कहेगा मैंने ऐसी फिल्म की थी, बाद में आप बोलो कि अच्छा सर्च करो IMDb पे कौन सी फिल्म थी, अच्छा ये वाली फिल्म थी. I hate that. Once I go into a meeting, I want you to know I have done this film. You might not know my face, but you should know what I've done.
Yeah.
That is very important for
True,
me.
true. But as a director, do you watch movies? Do you consume movies apart from your films?
Of course, I do consume movies, but I don't watch it like a filmmaker.
Okay.
जैसे when I'm watching a Pushpa, मेरे को सीटी मार के देखना है, थिएटर एक्सपीरियंस. मैं ये नहीं सोच रहा उसका एंगल कैसे था, उसने कैसे बना दिया, राइटिंग में एक्टर स्ट्रक्चर कैसा था, वो मैं नहीं कर पाता. मैं प्रॉपर ऑडियंस हूँ. मेरी पहली फिल्म लाइफ में मैंने जो थिएटर में देखी थी वो थी टाइटैनिक. सो आई हैव ग्रोन अप विद दिस सिनेमा एक्सपीरियंस, यू नो, लाइक मैं मतलब ये सब चीज़ें जब मैं सिनेमा में थिएटर में जाके देखूं तो वो मज़ा मुझे आता है. जैसे मैं आई स्टिल रिमेंबर व्हेन आई वेंट टू वॉच पुष्पा or even RRR and these films also. I love when the claptrap sets in, people are laughing, people are cheering, people are crying, and I'm part of it. You know, I still remember when I had gone to watch Pathaan because I remember Shah Rukh sir had done work after a long time. He was coming on big screen
Yes.
as an action avatar.
Yes.
I had really remember I had put a status saying that don't go to just watch what is there on the screen.
The
Go
audience
and
around.
experience what is happening in front of it.
Yeah.
That is a vibe.
Yeah.
I love that. And at that time, I don't really think about as a filmmaker, audience.
Audience.
You know, so I'm really happy that I could detach from the filmmaker the moment I start watching a film. बाकी सब छोड़ दो, कैसे किया था, पीछे क्या था, इसके errors ढूंढो, ये गलत हुआ, वो गलत हुआ. I hate when somebody around me, even in the film fraternity, starts talking. इसका ना third structure अच्छा नहीं था climax में. अरे भाई पिक्चर देखना, पिक्चर देख के मजे उठाना. ये क्या होता है? अभी तू nobody is watching you as a writer right now. Nobody cares.
Right.
So let's stop taking ourselves too seriously. When you're watching a film, be an audience.
Yeah.
आप नहीं हो ना crew में, आप नहीं हो ना credit list में, तो छोड़ दो. There's this mindset every time somebody is listening to us and we need to give a good suggestion or good review. Why? Nobody's listening to you. Let's stop that. Though I get irritated, so I usually like to watch these films alone. If I'm going to watch a Pushpa, I go alone. You know, मजा आता है मुझे.
Yeah.
कि you know जब वो कहता है hardcore तेलुगु, अरे भाई साहब सीटी मारने का मजा आता है मुझे. I love that.
But do you have any wish list कि नहीं मुझे Indian actors के साथ काम करना है?
Of course. I just right now in the present scenario, I feel Vicky Kaushal is like one of the best actors I've seen in the industry. I genuinely feel I want to work with him and I want to get something out and very different. I want to work on something very different with Vicky Kaushal, with Ranbir Kapoor also. I think I've just loved the variation in these actors ना. एक जगह पे आप बर्फी कर रहे हो, एक जगह पे आप एनिमल कर रहे हो. सेम बंदे ने कभी रॉकेट सिंह किया था.
Yeah.
उस दौर में रॉकेट सिंह करना बहुत ही बड़ी रिस्क थी.
True.
And the way with the craft with which that actor delivers, I mean, kudos to that legend. Even Vicky Kaushal, he started with a Masan, went on to do a role like you know how he did Sam Bahadur. Even the film like you know this one Sanjay Dutt's biopic.
Ranbir did that.
No, Ranbir did that. But if you look at what's Vicky Kaushal's role in that is such an impactful work. I think these two actors are one of the
Best
great
actors,
actors I think in the industry. I also enjoy watching Ranveer Singh. I also enjoy watching Alia's work a lot. Amazing craft. So I think but Vicky and Ranbir are somebody
top.
who's and
You
of
wanna
course
work.
in the south, so I have a different. मतलब, adrenaline rush when I look at Allu Arjun, when I look at Junior NTR,
Yeah.
and Mohanlal sir. And I was fortunate to meet Mohanlal sir during one of my national award ceremonies. So, वो अलग ही बात है, Amitabh sir. In lifetime, one time I do definitely want to direct that legend at some point. Let's see.
Yeah, but कुछ आ रहा है upcoming?
So right now, yes, I'm working on 4-5 things parallelly.
But you can't say that?
Yeah, I can't say that, but I can say that I'm not touching upon any genre that I've done before. That means I'm not touching upon horror. I'm not touching upon politics.
Okay.
Both of it. I want to explore action, magnum opus action in a way. I also want to touch upon something like dark comedy, which I feel is so fresh genre. So yes, I'm trying to, and in all these genres, I do want to stick to changing the genre in some way, which Baramulla has done before for me.
All gonna release in 2027?
I have no clue. I have no clue. Right now, the talks are going on.
Okay.
We are right now. I've just finished the phase of writing and everything. We don't know how things are going to move ahead. But yeah, I mean, it's exciting for me. I'm really excited in this time. And again, as I mentioned, I'm Sushagad. I don't really. Everything has its time. It will take time. It will work out. I mean, I don't think, अच्छा ये ऐसा नहीं होता यार. Chill रहो बस.
That's great, and I wish you only good luck.
Thank you so
do
much.
just good work, just like you have presented us the last 2 ones. Good luck for everything comes in your way.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank
It was
you,
lovely conversation.
Thank you so much. Pleasure.